Hi, Aquarius. We are going to do a check-in for you. I think we're going to get a message from Spirit, all right? Could be about anything. So, this could be about your love life, but I'm going to ask Spirit, what guidance do we have? I'm being told to pick up this card that just popped, so... Interesting. So we have the Page of Swords, which is in fact associated with Aquarius. Page of Swords is very accurate at collecting information, and they sometimes call it the spy card. The energy that I'm getting from this right now is that I believe that somebody is watching you. There's somebody who is feeling jealous, emotional, and overly focused on you, very curious. I don't think there's any need to be afraid of this person, though, because what I'm noticing today, while I'm doing this reading, it's always clear that the wind, this person's hair is blowing in the wind. There's a very fierce wind here, and I want to show you something, how strong this wind is. Do you see the trees down here? The wind is so strong that it's blowing them. The trees are bending almost at a 90-degree angle there. Sorry. Yeah. Which, traditionally, in terms of symbolism in this card, is supposed to point out that this person, whoever's watching, they're actually a bit vulnerable. Okay, and they could be defensive, paranoid. Somebody could be, looking for a piece of gossip on you. So the other strong download that I'm getting right now is, look, do your own investigating. There could be a piece of gossip that's coming toward you, something that is not true. Okay? There's somebody here who's very interested in you, and they're emotional as well. Remember those 10 birds up there form a fish, which is supposed to indicate to us that that card is all about thought, watching, thinking, collecting information, but it's also an emotional card. Somebody's thoughts and emotions are inextricably linked. So somebody could be feeling very emotional about you. I don't think that they are a threat. But they could be looking for you or watching you or ready to strike with some kind of information that is not true, or they could be looking for information. So don't, I feel like the message there is, there's no need to react. Don't react to this person, okay? And they're not a threat. This person is actually more vulnerable than anything. All right, I'm going to do 1 more hard and 5 soft. Again, we got to pick up this card. I'm sorry. There's some cards that are bouncing. Yeah. So now I know why the Page of Swords was there. This is about a victory, but you are going to succeed at something. You're going to obtain a victory. But it is through mainly mind control, the use of your mind. And in other words, you are going to allow your higher self to do the work for you. Your thoughts are going to be focused on the, what do they call it? Keep the eye on the ball. Focused on the end result. Don't worry about the how or the when. Be focused on what it is that you are hoping, the result that you are hoping to manifest. And there is a strong need here to be very disciplined about what's going through your mind. This is all about disciplined mind control. This refers to Netza, Sephira number 7 on the Tree of Life, which is, it is the will to overcome, the will to succeed no matter what. No matter what the odds are, no matter what, I will overcome. I will succeed. And when the will, when your desire, it's not really a desire, but it's your heart, nerve, soul, and sinew, as they say, when you are determined, when there's something has to be, somebody has to survive, somebody has to win. You know what I'm talking about. When you have that desire and that will, you will succeed. It's just like, and I use this example a lot. There is an actual documented story. It actually happened about a woman. She was living in some kind of a tropical environment where her young child, it was a toddler, was somehow an alligator. It was in the jaws of a very, normally it would have been impossible. I believe she was very tiny, 105 pounds, and she was able to pry open the jaws of this animal in order to save her toddler. And so scientifically, physically, it should have been impossible for her to be able to have the strength to do that. But she did. So how to explain how she did it? Netza. It's something that isn't physical. It is I will. You're gathering up. It's the use of the higher self. Okay? Now, look. If you were to reverse these two cards that we just saw, there could be somebody who is overly focused on you for the wrong reason, getting ready for some kind of a battle. But I don't think that's what it is. It could be both. Right? I think the first interpretation, though, so we're going to do, we said we were going to do 5 soft, is the more important one. In 4, show me the current situation. What does Aquarius need to know, Spirit? 3 more. And 2, Spirit, what would you like Aquarius to know? Please. Okay, it's right here. All right. So, we've got 2 stage cards. Wow. When you see a gray, flat surface, like you do in these cards, you have a stage card. And just very generally, it indicates that either what's going on in the cards are out of touch with reality, or that it is something that involves an act, putting on an act, okay? Somebody could be trying to figure something out here. And it could be about whether or not somebody else, for example, if that person is someone that walked away from you, you may not understand. You may think, for example, that they did it because they weren't in love with you, or something happened here. There was some kind of mean thing that somebody did to come out looking like the victor. Somebody may have engaged in some gossip or slander. Somebody may have done something because they think that it was some kind of a victory to see you crying or you sobbing, or they didn't want to be, for one thing, this person does not want to be that person. They don't want to feel. They think that people who are emotional, who are feeling or crying, are losers, and the other person is the winner. So I think you may be trying to figure something out. This may be someone thinking about something or considering something or, weighing something up. Also, this person has been doing this for quite a long time. So this could be you for still not being certain about something or not being able to put something to rest, still not having made up your mind about something. There's ongoing uncertainty here about something. It may relate to a situation where one person, this person here, either let's say, for example, they walked away from you. And you may have been very upset about it. You could switch the roles if you like. The reason why this person here did something mean or said something mean, gossiped, slandered, or walked away, or did something that resulted in this person being hurt is because other people were watching. So in other words, there could be somebody who walked away from you because they thought that if they were the one who ended up in tears, if they may have walked away from you because they were afraid that they would be upset if you walked away from them. And this person thinks that anyone who is left in tears or anyone who is in a state of, emotion because of hurt from a breakup is a loser. And that the person who is not crying is the winner. But you see, of course, this is not in touch with reality. This person will win at any cost. And that cost could sometimes be a loss in the long run to them. So, the overall message here is if you are unable to get closure on something, if you're still in a state of uncertainty about something, it is certainly a fact that this person does not understand that there's victory and defeat. This person believes that they have to, the only way that they can win all the time is if they are not the person who is defeated. And they feel like defeat is emotion. There's something about, and it could be a situation where somebody was starting to feel very emotional. Show me what you would, yeah, wow. Okay, there's no doubt about this. Wow, all right. So, Spirit wants you to know that there is someone who feels that in a situation where there is a potential for true love, for the perfect combination of, masculine and feminine energies to come together, a perfect match. Just look at that caduceus there. And look at how the masculine is moving toward the feminine. Someone views that situation as a situation where they could possibly be defeated. They look at that situation as a potential for one person to win and the other to lose. And even in that situation, they feel that they must always win. They can never be on the other side. Now, I just want to point out that in traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, this card is called the Lord of Defeat, and this card is the Lord of Love. Notice how with the caduceus, the two spiraling snakes, one represents the feminine energy and the other represents the masculine energy. But in order to have the whole piece, the one piece, you need the two to intertwine with each other. So in other words, when the two come together, we have one. This is there's a very there is, so in other words, you see these two people, but when they combine together, they become one. Very often, one person here is afraid of losing themselves in the connection when they start falling in love. Because with true love, these two things just start to gel, it starts to bond. And if someone has this, the ego sometimes, which is over here with, with any five, the ego sometimes says, no way, I'm not going to be defeated by love, or the ego could be afraid. So a panic sometimes sets in for one of these people, but only when it's true love, isn't that interesting? So they often say that these two people click. What do they mean by click? It means that it starts to gel. It's like, a chemical it's like an alchemic reaction where something is destined to happen when two specific elements come together. This is a perfect couple. But the idea here is that the Two of Cups, the reason why the home is so far away, is that this is a situation in its early stages, and it's at its most vulnerable there. So does that mean that this person has to be someone that you've just met? No, heck no. What this could mean is that somebody, if this person, for example, you may have known this person for a really long time, or not, but this person, could be, your perfect partner. You may be, you and this person may be destined to be together, but that person, because there has been some kind of, now, this can represent inner slander as well. I mean, it's a 5. What does that mean? It's matched up with Sephira Gevura, which is the 5th Sephira on the Tree of Life, which is where there is a lot of low, intense vibrational energy, fear. And, so this person, perhaps they don't feel like they're good enough. Who knows? But the problem is they feel threatened somehow. Or they view this, when two people fall in love, they view that as a situation where they have to win. What does winning mean? Well, it's the opposite of losing. Well, what they do know is they don't want to lose, and losing for them means crying, being the one who's crying. But they're also worried about what other people think. So, all right, so let's just keep going. Show me more, please. Here's the other thing, though, that's a shame. This couple often, not only are they meant to be together, but the union is meant to be together for a higher purpose. So in other words, these two people coming together, this relationship has some kind of, there's something that cannot be done unless these two people are together, and it's for the betterment of humanity. Okay? Yeah, here we go. There are two people who were destined to be together. There's some kind of a plan, a destined event here. There could also be a repetitive error that one person is making. Could be the masculine or the feminine. That, the wheel of fortune, is often something that keeps happening over and over and over again. Somebody needs to learn a lesson to go, to get out of, it's like clearing a house out. In other words, shedding some kind of earthly attachment or some kind of, belief that doesn't serve anybody and is, it could be a repeated error here. So what I'm seeing here is here is very often this is a point in time. It's a very specific point in time. Okay, because this wheel just turns. Let's just, for now, assume that there's a past, present, and future, okay? So there's something that happens at some point here when these two people, and it could be a point where the masculine is, notice how he's reaching toward the feminine, okay? There's something at this very specific point in time. There's some kind of a result here, or some kind of a, show me more, please. Show me more. Okay, there's 3 trying to come out. Yeah, they suck in their emotions. Yeah. Wow, there's another card trying to come out. Yeah, wow, it's incredible. Okay. Sorry about that. So what happens as soon as the masculine starts reaching toward, what happens when this starts gelling? Boom. What happens is that somebody shuts down emotionally. Just a minute, I gotta figure out what's underneath. There's something under here. Yeah. And why do we have a King of Pentacles, please? Okay. All right. So there's also now seeing there's 2 things that happen. So one person shuts down emotionally. So why did they shut down? They shut down because they've been hurt in the past. They feel like the only way to win is, the only way not to topple over, the only way to win is to put on that chest plate. There's a happy and a sad on both the shoulders there. The idea here is this person, they don't allow their emotions to take over at all. Their mind is focused totally, well, what their mind is focused on is, negativity, stress, worry, tension. The problem is that this person, one of the things that they cannot get a grip on is negative thought, is what if this, what if that. So they just, that could be why they're shutting their emotions down. But they do this shutdown, okay? And I believe what happens is they may go into a very manipulative, that's sort of a lying, I don't know exactly what happens, but there's some kind of a lie here. This is, notice how these are the waves here. There's emotion coming up here. Somebody becomes very untrustworthy here. They may become manipulative. And I'm not sure why we're getting this King of Pentacles. It could be because they feel like their security is being threatened. But there's another effect here. There's another impact. And it's you. It's what, this is the Mercury in Aquarius. This is you just moving on, just sailing away. So I'm not sure if it's you that shuts down here, but but of course, why wouldn't you? But let's just keep going here. Show me more. What else would you like Aquarius to know? So this is cause and effect, but it's sort of like the way that somebody reacts. Yeah, there's uncertainty over, okay, wow. All right. Okay. So I believe that one of the issues here is that you may not understand, or you may be in a state of uncertainty about why somebody else walked away. And this could be bothering you. Make no mistake about it. For many of you, if somebody walked away from you and you're wondering, were they really in love with me? Yes, they were. But I can see why you're uncertain, because they just shut down and appeared as if they weren't feeling. But that person, remember how I said that person just wanted to win at all costs? There's the victory. Remember how I said that sometimes the cost is that it's a loss to them? There's a big difference between the 8 of Cups, which is a walkway, and the 6 of Swords, which is you just, sort of very, quietly and completely slipping away with no emotion. There is a lot of emotion in this. So the person that, if this is a situation where somebody had seemed to have suddenly left and they appeared to be non-emotional, don't be fooled. This person is still feeling this heavy emotion. They left all these cups behind. They left love behind them. And there is a lot of uncertainty. And did they ever cover up how they were truly feeling? Okay, so they were very, very fearful and anxious. They were afraid of feeling. All right, but at the same time, they've left a lot of, if this is a situation where somebody left you and they appeared to be totally fine about it, and you wonder if they loved you, yes, they did. If your intuition is telling you this, or if you're bothered by this, your intuition is correct, okay? There's something that you need closure on. You could switch the roles around. Okay, so if you left somebody because of this, you want to make sure that you make, I would send an email and just say, I know this sounds odd, but here's, in case you're ever wondering, what do you have to lose? The other person might think, they think, but it's not a good situation if anyone has done something where the other person could be in a state of confusion as to why they were dumped, or, that is something that should always be people should always make an attempt to clear up confusion and be honest about their feelings in case the other person is in a state of confusion. Because I'll tell you, karmically, it can affect, if you're someone that left somebody else suddenly because you were afraid to look like the dump bee, and you were really in love with that person, and there's a possibility, or that person may have been hurt and never had clarity on why you left. If you do not make an attempt to make sure the other person has clarity in some very, polite way, discreet and polite way, that if that other person if it's bothering them, if they're in a state of confusion over it and it's affecting them in any way, it will come back on you. So just know that, that and if someone has done that to you, it'll come back on them. You get the idea. There's a masculine who is looking over here. Notice how his eyes are looking over her way. What is that? What is this? What is this? What is the Emperor thinking and feeling, please? What is the Emperor? Okay, there's 3 coming out. Yeah. All right. So again, there's a couple of possibilities here. Somebody may not have felt like they were good enough for you. Someone may have actually married somebody that they didn't really love because they felt comfortable with them And there was a lot of anxiety and fear over you, because this person here can stand on their own, and very often this person, is the cream of the crop, the top of the top. It's the privileged lady. Somebody may have felt like you were out of their league, okay, and they may not have felt good enough for you. So there could be somebody who is now feeling trapped in a marriage. They could be very much regretting it right now. Now, the other thing is that in addition to that, someone may have left you in a state of confusion where you can see what's going on. There's a possibility. I'm just going to see what's under there's a lot of ego here. Yeah. You see, again, if somebody could be in a sort of a mental trap, somebody could be worried, and they may not be able to fully move on until something becomes eminently clear, something is out in the open. Okay? So again, there is a need for somebody to be clear about something. There's a need for something to come out in the open, all right, for all to see here. I'm going to ask who is feeling, somebody is feeling like they can't move, and it's over, it's all mental. And it's all confusion. It's scattered thoughts, and these worries and insecurities, they're not grounded. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. So somebody could have been ghosted. Somebody may have gotten married, and that could have involved ghosting another person. So someone may have ghosted someone that they truly loved and run off and gotten married. And the other thing that this is resulting, what may have happened here, there's a feeling of complete and total emptiness here. So someone may have I feel like the person who has money and who got married is really feeling very cold on the inside. Something that looks perfect on the outside, it's hollow on the inside. There's nothing there. In addition, someone may now be in a situation where they can't leave a marriage and they're unable to get out of a marriage because they don't want to leave. They may have to lose money, or they may feel like they're going to be leaving somebody out in the cold, or it's possible that they could have a sick child. There's a situation here where somebody who focused on money or some kind of, financial commitment, it ended up leading to loss, and there's a lot of arguing going on here. There's a lot of arguing going on within a marriage. Also, by the way, for some of you, there's an idea here of competition within a family, or fighting within a family. Show me more, please. I mean, the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands is called the Lord of Strife. So a lot of people, say that it's a friendly fight. It's not. There's anger and frustration. There's irritation here. It's not fun. It's irritating. frustration. I often get this card, believe it or not. So this is the feeling that comes up when somebody is angry but frustrated. For example, if you're stuck in the middle of an intersection, or somebody, there's no reason why something is not moving. People are deliberately not, there's this anger and frustration builds up. That's the feeling here. They could be angry. Let me just keep going. Show me more, please. Yeah. Okay. I think that somebody is angry because here's what they should have done. This is emotional fulfillment. This would have been marrying you, being with you. Maybe it's, these people don't necessarily have to be married, but there's total emotional fulfillment here. And I believe that what's happening is this person is angry or frustrated. That why didn't they're upset because they are the ones who took the loss. Show me more, please. Yeah. All right. What is going on here? Just gonna show me more, please. There's a third party here, but I don't think. Yeah. Okay. So somebody definitely sabotaged the connection. This is a situation where somebody, they made a decision. They did something because they were either envious or jealous. They may have they may have ruined the connection by dealing with other people. So I believe there's a situation where it may appear that somebody wasn't serious about you and they were not behaving in a manner that would demonstrate that they were committed. So they may have been flying in and out of your life. And they may have done this. This may have caused a lot of hurt. It may have destroyed the connection completely. But this person sabotaged the situation. So show me a little bit more, please. Yeah, this is all you need to know right here. I am absolutely certain of what I'm about to say. This reading is for people who do not understand what happened in a connection, all right, that's already done with. There is somebody that you thought either didn't love you or, well, I know that you think that they didn't love you. They do still, and they did. And also, you may have seen them either dealing with a bunch of other people or running off and getting married, okay? And you think that that person walked away from you and that they did this because there was no love. There was an enormous amount of love here. This person is now feeling very deep emotion here. They are regretting walking away. They are regretting losing. Notice how there's 13, is the number of death. 8 plus 5, there are 13 cups here. But notice how 10 of them are standing. 8 plus 2, the 10 are standing. And there's 3 that are spilled. They are regretting dealing with others. They are regretting walking away. They know they ruined things. This person is still in love with you, and they are feeling the onslaught of this right now. I don't think that you have any idea of this, all right? So Aquarius, I'm just going to leave you with that. I didn't mean this to be a long reading. So that is what Spirit wants you to know, and this is for the purpose, I imagine, of you having closure. Because, okay, we're going to see what this is. Connection. Father, Divine, and Mother Earth make love in your heart. Yeah, somebody's heart chakra may be blocked. By the way, look at this on the bottom of the deck. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. So I do think that the purpose of this reading is so that you can sort of have some closure and step towards success. Looks like there is a major connection coming up for you, okay? Which is beautiful. So, yes, that is definitely why you were meant to hear this reading. All right, Aquarius, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.